My name is Lucas Smith. I'm a professional Scrum trainer with Scrum.org, and I work for Skyline Technologies. We're a software consulting company and technology partner in Wisconsin. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about something that I see is very common in most organizations. It's something I call the capacity trap. The term was coined in a really good article called "Nobody Gets Credit for Fixing Problems That Never Happened." So check that out after this. Okay? So what I see, a lot of times I'll get called in. They're saying, hey, we're having trouble getting stuff through our groups, our teams. We need someone to help us jumpstart this and be able to help us produce more value. Okay? So this is what I've seen in organizations. You've got a team that's humming along at a certain level. Okay? The organization says, well, we really need to get more through. We've got a deadline coming up. We know, maybe our estimations on this project weren't great, but we got to get it done in this timeline anyway. Okay? So there's a focus on getting the team to work harder. So what happens? The throughput, the capacity goes up. Okay? Managers are like, congratulations, I did a good job. I got my team to work harder. We got more stuff done. Okay? Managers don't do anything more, and the capacity of the team falls off. Okay? So now the manager's sitting there thinking, well, I didn't do anything else. What's going on? Must be something with the team. Team got lazy, not providing the right incentives. Something else is going on. So they do the same thing again. They focus on working harder, getting more through. Problem reoccurs. Okay? You get a little bit of benefit in the short term, but in the long term, you fall off to a lower level. You're spending more time fixing bugs, maybe maintaining your product. It's harder to get new features in. So what's going on here? Okay? What we really want to do is understand that working harder is not the way to add capacity to your team. When you work harder, what you're doing is you're borrowing from the capacity the team uses to maintain themselves, right? Or you're pushing stuff through. A lot of times we call this technical debt. There's other aspects that go on here as well. But if you take a shortcut and try to force something through, what you do is the team basically says, well, we don't have a choice. We'll make some shortcuts. Let's get it done. And then you're going to end up paying for that in the long run. So this focus on working harder is actually the cause of this in the long run. The problem is most people, they fall into something called a temporal association fallacy. So I made an action. I got this result. This was obviously what I got. What this happened here, I didn't do anything extra, so it's someone else's fault. Okay, we got to get out of that trap. There's a delay most of the times in our actions. You might see one response right away, but the system kind of responds differently over a long time period. So what's the answer, right? So these companies call me in, they say, okay, we got to improve our throughput, we got to improve our capacity. The honest answer is there's no way to do that quickly, right? If you find yourself in a deep amount of credit card debt, what's the answer to that? You can't wake up tomorrow and just wish it away, right? Because you have been adding to it over time. The answer is to start paying it back and stop creating new debt, right? So instead of going this way, you actually invest in your capacity. You say, hey team, let's work on some tooling. Let's get some better automation, some better testing in. Let's fix that issue in our code. Let's fix that architecture that's giving us trouble every time. That means you get less done, okay, in the short term. The idea is to increase your capacity in the long run. And what you want to do is keep doing that, right? So where do you want to end up? Do you want to erode your capacity over time, or maybe you're already there? What you need to do is stop making new issues, stop making new debt, start investing in your team in the long run, and understand there's pain there, just as if you're paying off your personal debt. Thank you.